And they're off. Again, both starting in Concrete Man. Didn't mention this last time, but you see these birds dropping some rocks in this stage. You also see them in Wily 1. They are spawning, scrolling the screen and spawning these in a certain way. You see BD doing a quick turnaround there. That is to spawn them in a certain position. That way he always knows where the birds will come from, when they will drop their rocks, so that it becomes predictable. If you lose track of that, if you get hit, it does become a bit unpredictable and harder to deal with. Onto the elephants. BT mashing his way through them. As his Cab, he is right on his tail. Again, really the only stage with a ton of mashing here. You know, you're mashing the elephants, you're mashing these turrets. Those are 6 shots, and it can be tiring, especially if you know, resetting for an hour and a half straight. Alright, both runners on Concrete. Again, we're hoping for him to stay on the ground. Don't jump. You also notice that you're seeing Concrete Man shoot 1 shot. That's because the players are standing really close to him. That is intentional. He actually shoots 3 concrete blocks, but if you stand close enough to him, it appears that he's only shooting 1, but really it's all 3 that are stacked onto each other, so it looks like it's just 1. If you stand a little bit further away, they separate a bit more, so you can see them. I don't think I hit mute for that call. Alright, once again, utilizing Concrete. You know, use it as a platform, avoid having to climb the entire length of doing these mini zips off these pillars, fire pillars, and doing that extremely risky double beam skip, but BT's got it down. MrCab playing a little bit more safe. He's gonna wait for the beams. Both runners last time had a little bit of trouble on the dragon. Let's see. Alright, BT gets him this time. Let's see how MrCab does. Good kill for him too. This last screen here, he's continue to walk, jump, shoot, and freeze the beams in place, not have to wait for any of them, and then he zips through that last one. That last beam there is kind of scary. If you freeze it too low, you can't make that jump, and obviously that will result in a death. So, you know, you do gotta kind of time it so that you are freezing it high enough so that you can get by. BT making quick work of Magma Man. MrCab not far behind. Getting those 2 shots in each jump. Staying in the middle. Magma Man will always jump towards you. And he will only do the same jump no more than 3 times. So, for example, like I said, big jump is 2 tiles or 2 platforms. Small jump is 1. So if he goes 2-2-2, you can use that to advantage because you know the next one will just be a short jump. And then I believe Mr. Cab here will also be going to Hornet third. The smart route, really the only race route. The only proper race route is Hornet third. Polytopes knows what's up to. See how BT fares with the flower. He also got the God Flower. He did something smart there that I do recommend players do. You'll notice he was on Rush Coil, obviously, from the first half of the stage. He chose to pause as soon as the flower spawned. That sort of allows your brain to like process where he spawned and then react to it as you're menuing, or to think about how you want to handle it as you're menuing. So I definitely recommend that to newer players, but don't rely too heavily on it because you will have to think fast and wily too, as you can't really do that as you'll already be on concrete. So you don't want to get too used to it, but if you're first learning the game, it's helpful. Mr. Cab also got the God Flower, by the way, so their RNG was pretty similar last run, and it's continuing that way so far. BT made quick work of Magma Man. Mr. Cab having a much better Hornet than last time. He didn't have to pick up that extra health, so it was a nice clean stage for him. Having a cleaner fight as well. Alright, next, on to Galaxy Man. You have a lot of back and forth in this stage. Move to the right, move to the left, so forth and so on. It's just about optimizing your movement. Little things, you want to jump off ladders. That helps avoid tiptoe effect. You want to jump off of edges. Especially when you're underwater. This kind of helps increase your fall velocity, avoid tiptoe. So, some precise movement from BT. Once again, using coil to progress vertically through the stage. We're going to be hoping that both runners get the best pattern in Galaxy here, the two swoops. We only got to see that on the BT's refights. Of course, that was manipulated. Makes his way through the scary jumps, and once again switches to concrete to move on to the Galaxy fight. Apologies there, I was a little behind the stream. So Mr. Cab, let's see what kind of luck he gets. One swoop, just like last time. BT on his way here through Man stage. Again, choosing to go with the Buster rather than Concrete. Mashing his way through the turrets. As you see MrCab opting for the concrete strats. Not having the same luck as last run. Unfortunately, the second worst possible cheese ball. So Jewel Man has a lot of tricky jumps, a lot of gotcha moments. MrCab having excellent luck once again with the cheese ball. He's having good RNG. Let me make up a little bit of time there. Although BT has a comfortable lead, about half a stage. MrCab keeping up pretty well though. We'll see if BT here gets the quick kill. It looks like that's a good position for it, and yep. So this time you did see he did get the kill before Joel hit the right wall. Nice job. MrCab, also a good fight. That's definitely a safer fight by keeping the on the ground, or the if you place the bomb in the wrong position, you can end up not having enough shots and having to actually use a third one. So this is definitely a safer strat. BT on his way to plug. As I mentioned, movement here is absolutely crucial. Playing the stage consistently to make sure that you're hitting those blocks on time, not having to wait for them, as that will cost about 3.5-4 seconds. And no problem, BT is right on the money there. So BT missed the Big Mama jump this time. It's a hard. And finishing off Plugman really quickly. You do have exact ammo for that fight. So you do not want to accidentally waste a shot, shoot it into its iframes. So it is important to pay attention. Although if you do miss, Magma is a good backup, as again the damage stacks uncharged Magma shots. And MrCab having an excellent fight as well. So BT got inked here. Nice little things. The extra life turns inked. If there were any weapon drops, screws as we just saw fall, they all appear inked as well. It's a nice consistency with this little things like that. MrCab here going Tornado. So the only route divergence we have, again, it doesn't really matter. You're not using Trident at all in the run, so it just comes down to personal preference. BT making his way through the bubble skip. That is there's a safer variant to it, because that last part of it is a little scary, as you can bonk your head on the spikes and die, but no problems from BT here. Using Rush Jet as a platform, moving his way up. Alright, BT is onto the splash fight. Let's see how he did here. Cab is in the rain section, so he is going to try to avoid jumping as much as possible, staying on the ground. BT having an okay splash fight. Again, I think he would have preferred his last refight splash there, where he got the good left side kill. But not bad. Doesn't lose too much time. Now, MrCab, alternatively, he is jumping as much as possible, staying in the air, letting the rain push him forward. And we're going to be hoping for this boss. Again, like Galaxy Man, has a lot of RNG. We're going to be hoping for Tornado Bro. That's where he stays on the ground and just allows you to shoot right into him. And it does believe he is getting Tornado Bro. So, making quick work of him. BT choosing here to take the safer route, using Rush Jet at the bottom. No reason to risk it. Ooh, missing Rush Jet there. But he recovers pretty quickly. It's pretty easy to get tripped up in that section there. And you have the Met shooting at you in diagonals, and then you have the Sniper Joe there as well. So he's usually slightly different strategy from the first one. From the first one, he did do the battery jumps, which allowed him to use Rush earlier on on that previous screen there, but where he used it from the start of that the first battery screen, he had to jump a little bit further along some of the platforms before summoning Rush. So we'll see how Tornado treats BT here. And he's not a bro. Definitely don't want him in the middle. See what his teleport time here is. Should be a 19.2x. 19.26 it looks like. Excellent 8 robots time. MrCab on his splash fight. finishes her off as well. So he'll also have a, looks like a, I believe like a 2011 teleport. We'll see. Yep. So just like in Concrete, where I talked about the birds spawning and the rocks dropping, he's scrolling the screen here the same way to make sure that he knows where they're coming from. If you get hit by an enemy, if you bonk one of the edges as you're jumping up, that will affect things and possibly slow you down. MrCab here, doing a great job, staying only about a half a screen behind BT, who is having an excellent run, so I don't know if MrCab's on PB pace, he may be. Utilizing that Concrete, coiling up and getting the fast kill on the dragon. Then managing those rush jet jumps while avoiding the magma beams. Dangerous, but BT nails him. MrCab confirmed he is on PB pace, minus 12. Let's hope that continues. BT onto the spike pushers. Let's see how it goes for him. Had a little bit of difficulty last time. It's just all about mashing at a semi-consistent pace. You don't need to mash too hard. It's more, I mean, I would say timing, but it's not really timing either. It's just a pain. See, I mean, even the red ones push back a little bit further, but the blue ones could be just as much of a pain. Not bad. Not a bad fight. He did have a couple pushbacks, but definitely seen worse. Alright, BT on to Wily 2. Again, utilizing Rush as a platform on the way up. So one thing to note, you know, typically in Mega Man games, you're trying to avoid weapon drops. In the Wily stages, it actually does not hurt you to get weapon drops anytime before you use the M-Tank in Wily 3. So if you end up picking one up, it's not the worst thing in the world, as what you lose in immediate time by that refill, you will gain back in M-Tank time. So that is the worst possible flower that BT just got, fortunately. Making his way through the waters. Again, some of these jumps are pretty scary. Some of the little things that BT does that saves time, you know, like preemptively jumping a screen before so that he's in the air, he's falling, he's not clipping the edge. Movement's really key in this game, where you don't have sliding, you don't have charge shot. So it's a lot of these little time saves. You notice he jumps at the top of every ladder. He jumped, again, prior to the screen transition to make sure that he didn't clip the edge. He was already falling down. Taking the damage boost off the shot, because damage boost off the Big Mama would be a lot more damage. Plus you can take the back deboost and get pushed forward. Onto the shark fight. Again, utilizing coil to get some shots in while he's higher up and otherwise unreachable. We'll utilize this back and quick to finish off the second phase of the shark. I believe we saw MrCab use Tornado last time. That is a good safe strat too. We're trying to, on that last phase of the shark, the Dorito, we want to get 5 shots in. BT successfully gets that. That's sort of the goal. He can give you a slow or a fast pattern. It does take 2 cycles to kill him at minimum. But for either one, we're hoping to get 5 shots in. Onto the auto scroller. I don't see any dancing. That's a shame. MrCab finishing first phase of the shark. I believe he will switch to Tornado. Where's he gonna go? Oh, you know, he's on PB pace here, so I believe he's going all out. Good for him. Nice work by MrCab there. Didn't take a whole lot of damage either. Alright, BT's dancing now. His run's validated. Grabs the end tank. I believe, like last time, he's going to be using it right away. Get to minimize that end tank time. MrCab having an excellent run. BT have an excellent run too. This room is so scary. He does it no problem, doesn't stop. And let's see if he gets easy double this time. If he doesn't get easy double, I hope he shows us the Hornet kill. The Hornet jewel kill. So maybe you want him to miss it. I don't. I want him to get it. Easy. Let's get the easy emotes in chat. I almost posted it in chat and realized that I would be spoiling. As I'm a little bit ahead. Alright, BT on his way to Wily 4, or in Wily 4 rather. He is going to be doing this precise movement once again through the stage, staying on pace, much like Plugman, so that he can get to the teleporter room at a certain time, so that he can watch the flashing lights in the background of the screen, and enter the Galaxy Man teleporter at a certain point to ensure that he gets the best possible pattern. He waits, enters, and wait and see the magic. The magic didn't happen. So how this manip works is there are a cluster of frames where he gives you the best possible pattern. What we call, what just happened to him was called getting 8-5'd. So basically, it's based off of the in-game timer. Well, first let's see if Cab gets Easy Devil here, especially where he's on PB pace. He does not. Oof. That's unfortunate. So it's all based off of an in-game timer. So basically, every frame, I believe, between 31.85 seconds and 31.91 seconds gives you the best possible pattern, with one exception in between, which is 31.85, which gives you the medium pattern. So it's not the worst one in the world. It still gives you one swoop. So that's more about luck than missing the manip, because again, you're just trying to get in the ballpark. You're trying to get in the teleporter within that cluster. So I wouldn't say he really missed it, more than just the wrong frame in the cluster. Alright, finishes off Splash Woman. And on the last Robot Master. He's on really good pace. Yeah, this is definitely like a mid-32 pace. If he gets some good luck, could be even faster. Great phase 1, that could be a little tricky. Phase 2, he gets the early shot in, and he gets the preferable low pattern. Let's see if it follows up with another low. Yep. So he gets the fastest possible phase 2. And now let's hope for some better luck. Alright, looks like a low spawn. Wow. Absolute best possible pattern. Unbelievable. He got the best possible Wily 2 low pattern, and then he got double low. That's what you're hoping for. Unbelievable. 3210 on SRL. Looks like it was really a 3208 though. Great run. He turned what I thought was a mid 32 into this really almost a 31. Unreal. Nice job. MrCab making his way through the refights here. Not sure if he's still on PB pace or not. Either way, a very good run. MrCab finishing off Splash Woman onto his last Robot Master. Let's I was gonna say let's switch the audio over to MrCab, but it's already done. Alright. Gets through the first phase. I don't believe he goes for the early shot. He does. He gets it. Very nice. So MrCab choosing to go to Bazooka here instead of Plug just to try to get that early shot. does help a little bit. It does mean one less plug you have to shoot into Wily. But getting unfortunate luck here with the 2 high patterns. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. Not as lucky as BT's, for sure. But it does look like he's still on PB pace. So... Nope, not anymore. Switching a Hornet Chaser to finish him off. All right. PB, a race PB, 3603. GG. Although his clock says 3537. He may have forgotten to type in ... done. So congratulations to BT. He is now 2-0 in his group. MrCab is 1-1. Still plenty of matches left in the group stages. Both runners still have the opportunity to move on. Are we going to be doing interviews?
I'm here.
You're here. I guess we are doing interviews.
It's up to you, really. I could go away.
Oh, no. Come on in. So was your time really 35:37 or was it 36:03?
I have a 37 on my own screen. It's probably a little lower than that, just from because I hit .done first, but it's about that.
Ah, the
definitely a race PB.
Oh, it's a 36:03. That was your old time. I misread.
Yeah, 36:03 was RaceBot's PB, actually from last race.
Nice.
True PB is a 35:20 something. I'm 14 seconds over recording of this. It's whatever. Wiley didn't help. I paused too early on the first hit on Easy Devil. Otherwise, this run was beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was a really nice, clean run. You were keeping up with BT nicely there, going no more than half a stage behind for most of the run. That was awesome. But you have a free PB in you soon. You know, just get some Wiley luck and make sure to get Easy Devil, and you're in.
I just need to race against BT more because I think this is the best pace I've ever been on in this game. Admittedly, there's a couple of things added in here, like that stupid screen in a Jewel, like 2 screen. I guess it's 3 screens after the cheese ball with like the little mine carts on it, and you just jump over them all. I've never jumped over them all like that until today. So
nice.
Yay! That was the goal. I had 3 gold splits in the first race. I don't think I have any gold splits the second race. This is just good consistency and everything else.
Awesome.
The PB will come. I had a good teacher at SGDQ 19. Some guy named Handsome something or other. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I've heard of him.
I'll let you talk to the real guy here.
Oh, BT, GG! Oh. Congratulations on the win. Holy cow! On that last capsule. Tell me what happened there. Yikes!
I feel bad about it, to be fair.
There's nothing to feel bad about. Wow. Or are you feeling bad that it wasn't on a run that you were on pace?
No. I feel like the pattern like this should be safe for a real PB attempt, and this is, just a race. Pattern like this should be in a world record.
Definitely. Oh, I mean, it pretty much was. It almost was. Was that a gold split?
I don't know. I was just using, like a general timer.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I guess so. That could be something closer to 40 seconds, 40 flat, perhaps.
I think so. Something like that.
Like technically, I could finish capsule a bit faster. I only got 5 hits in the first cycle. You can always get 6, maybe even 7, but we are talking about half a second maybe of a difference.
Right. But wow,
but
it was
that was
yeah, it was cool to
something.
see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, you shouldn't feel bad about it. You deserved it after what Capsule did to you in the first race. Oh, what was going on there?
In the first race?
Yeah. Your Wiley fight.
I already forgot about it.
You forgot about it. Maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Oh, that was just a terrible fight. I don't know what I was doing. Like those dodges are not that hard if you actually played the game more than a few times. Like it all started with Machine 2 being high pattern, and I always like try to hold right just to prepare for the low pattern, so I got hit, like I always do there. But then I got hit by the capsule like 2 or 3 more times, and then I got nervous, and then when you are nervous, your dodges are not there, so I I wanted to finish him with Hornets, but I just did Ahmad. That's the official name if you're dying while having Hornets on screen.
All right, well, the Ahmad. All right.
Yeah.
But still, 2 great runs. You played really consistently. Aside from that death, and in Wily Capsule, 2 really strong runs.
I guess the first round would have been 32 without that death.
It would have, even with the 2-cycle devil, it was still could have been 32. Yeah.
Like technically, like on a level like me or you, like deathless round should be 32 always, right?
Yeah, I know how you feel. Basically anything that's not a 32 kind of stings a little bit, right?
Wow. I'm right here, guys.
Oh, hi, Cal.
No, MrCab, you had 2 runs.
No, I got it.
Had PB potential. Your team came very close twice, and this tournament has runners of all sorts of skill levels. That's what we love to see about it. We're seeing tons of PBs during these races. It's just, we want to see the community involved. We want to have fun racing, getting to talk to people we don't normally get to talk to, learn some things, and that's really what this is all about. It's not about winning necessarily, unless you're BT or Slurpee Ninja, Soren Tyan,
No, I know, and I kind of agree. That's how all these tournaments go all over the years. They're all kind of this way. I pulled up my history page now. My previous to this all firing up, my last PB was in like August of 2018. It was a 36:15, so I'm already down roughly 52 seconds. And clearly, I have another 20 or so in me before I have to go back to the drawing board and pick up more new things.
Exactly. What's your sum of best down to now after those golds in the first race?
34:29.
Yep, 34 is free. You got it.
I want to say there's a lie in there because of M-Tank getting kicked around between a couple of splits. So even then, a 34:40, just to be generous on that, is still, I need to PB.
Yep, you got it. It's gonna happen soon, TM.
Do you still want to play Mega Man 9 after the tournament, Cap?
This is my problem, and people who know me know this. I just bounce around between way too many games and don't really focus on anything. It's not that I won't play Mega Man 9 again. It's just that when will I come back and actually push really for the 33? Because realistically, by the end of this tournament, I could probably have a 34 already. And I'm not sure when that will be, but 2015 41, 2018 36. So I guess maybe I'm due for a 31 if I'm dropping 5 minutes every 3 years.
There you go. Works for me.
Wow.
Now, I envisioned you playing this game SGDQ 2020, Cab. So.
You want me to submit?
I'm saying at the very least in the practice room, much like last year.
For sure.
Little tutorial again. So.
No, Maddox is calling me out in chat, and he's absolutely right. The right now, my phase 1 of the Wily machine is very much I don't want to deal with the eggs in one direction. I'm going to miss. I'm going to take damage, and especially in a race, I don't want to deal with that. So I just kind of let them bounce over my head. The good news is that's not in my PB anyway, so I'm not losing time against that. But it's free time for me to pick up if I just pick up Legacy Collection 2 and use those nice challenges, which that's the nice thing about Mega Man 9 and 10 and even 11 when you get down to it. The practice cart is built right into the game for the most part. Just pick the stage select and go.
Do you have a Wii at all?
I do. That's what I'm playing this on.
Oh, there you go. There's a slight difference with the with where the challenge starts you. It puts you in a different position. So normally when you do that first shot, you're holding right and you're buffering your A input so that you can spam the laser trident at the top of your jump. But I think they put you a little bit closer to Wily during the challenge on Legacy Collection 2. So just keep that in mind if that's where you want to practice it. You might want to take a step back.
The bad thing about what I do is I never grind. I never like do this in-depth tutorial half the time. But then the good thing is then what I do know is this sort of feel improvisation thing. Like the whole first race when I was like really chicken about using that M tank because I wanted to cling to having an E tank in reserve basically. And I just kind of halfway through the refight said like, I need the ammo. I have to use it. Yeah. But like up until then, you saw me like juggling things around. I've been seeing other racers kind of use magma in interesting ways and interesting places, and I kind of did the same thing.
Yeah,
it's stuff like that where it's like my strength is able to I'm able to make things up and recover. Unfortunately, that means if I never screw up, I'm only going to be that fast.
True. But still.
But I'm having a good time.
Exactly. So BT, question for you. When you were learning this game and pushing for world record at the time, obviously Legacy Collection 2 wasn't out yet. So how did you go about practicing and grinding certain things? Obviously you didn't have some of the tools that runners have now.
To be fair, like most of the times I would just go for full level grinds, like let's do 1 hour of concrete stage. And this is how I learn concrete fight as well. Let's do 2 hours of magma stage, and that's pretty much it. I was also practicing on dolphin a bit.
Good. Yep.
Yeah, mostly concrete fight and magma fight, but also like my standard warm up before streaming. If I was not doing practice, just a simple warm up like 20 minutes, that would be a quick session dolphin with concrete fight, with magma fight, with the trident section in Wily Free. Maybe machine fight as well, and I was doing that on dolphin as well, and the input lag wasn't a problem for me since like I was getting input lag on my LCD anyway, so I was playing on HDMI LCD and I was just I guess used to the input lag, so it was normal for me.
Nice.
On dolphin.
Nice.
Although right now it's like I got spoiled by LC2 and Mega Man Unlimited. So when I was trying to play Mega Man 9 on PS3 again on the same TV, that was just like unplayable for me.
Ooh, yeah.
So never again.
Never. It's funny you mentioned the laser trident section in Wily 3. That is definitely something that I have in my pre-stream warm-up routine as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely the worst possible thing is when you're on a good pace and you end up dying there. It's brutal. So, but you guys have anything else you want to add? Thank you guys. You both did a fantastic job.
GG, sir.
Yeah, that was a really good race, Cap. You were really close and you were on your PB pace all the time. Honestly, I was actually surprised how close the race was. So,
all I can do in these tournament races is give my best here.
Well, I mean, you're in a good position to possibly move on to the bracket phase, MrCab. So keep it up the good work, and hope to see you in that stage of the tournament.
Eve to me, PBing is to play more Luigi.
More Luigi.
Wait, what?
New Super Luigi U.
That's what I was playing last night. So.
Oh, all right.
It works.
A classic D-Rust before Mega Man 9 tournament.
Absolutely.
It helps with mashing,
All right.
No, it doesn't.
Mario is known for its mashing.
I mean, there's fire kills on things, but you don't get a fire flower in that run, so whatever. I'm out of here. Got to go back to daddy duty. Later.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks to everybody here for all the things, and yeah, thanks for the race and the stuff, and yeah, I got to go.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming to hang out. We let's see, what do we have up on the schedule? We have a race tomorrow at 11 a.m. HJA versus Metroid Master. I believe that is one of the last two matches in Group C. Then after that, we have February 22nd at 3 p.m. We have Volrath versus Hypa. And that's all we have scheduled for right now. More matches are sure to pop up. Thank you again, SpeedGaming, for hosting us. Thank you to all the runners for all you coming to watch. All the commentators that we've had join us. Really appreciate it. BT, good game.
Good game, Jack. Good game.
Good game. Good game watching and pausing while I cough and sneeze and stuff. So
Still did a very good job, so thank you for commentating, as always.
Thank you. Have a good night,
Hero
everyone.
of Mega Man 9.
Mega Man 9 is a great game. All right. Enjoy.
Yeah, have a good day as well.
You too.